We know that cells are the fundamental units of life, but there's a catch. They are mostly invisible to us. So, how did scientists figure out what a cell looks like? Today, we are going to tackle the excellent competency based questions from this section that combine biology with a little bit of physics and math.
In a biology lab, a student tries to observe a human cheek cell and a tiny bacterium by looking closely at a glass slide without any equipment. But he cannot see either of them. However, when he uses a light microscope, they become visible. Based on the concept of limit of resolution, first, explain why the student couldn't see the cells with his unaided eye and how the microscope solved this problem. Second, state the three main features of a microscope that scientists have improved over the years to study cell structures better.
Listen closely. The examiner isn't just asking what a microscope is. They are testing whether you understand the biological limitation of the human eye. Specifically, a concept called the limit of resolution, and how optical instruments help us overcome this limitation. Now let's map the clues in the question to the biological concepts. This is exactly how you should think during the exam. Clue 1. The student cannot see the cells with the unaided eye. Concept. Think limit of resolution. The human eye has a limited resolving power, so microscopic cells cannot be seen directly. Clue 2. The microscope makes the cells visible. Concept. Think microscope function. A microscope uses lenses to increase magnification and resolution, making tiny cells visible. Clue 3. State the three main features of a microscope. Concept. Recall the three key terms from your textbook: magnification, resolution, that is resolving power, and contrast. See how every clue points to a specific concept? Once you identify these concept clues, writing the answer becomes much easier. Alright, let's solve this question step by step. Imagine you draw two tiny dots on a piece of paper. As you keep moving those dots closer together, there comes a point where your eyes can no longer tell them apart. Instead of seeing two dots, you see just one blurred dot. Why does this happen? Because the human eye has a limit. For a normal eye viewing an object from about 25 centimeters, 2 points must be at least zero point 0.1 millimeters apart to be seen as separate. This is called the limit of resolution of the human eye. Now think about cells like bacteria or human cheek cells. They are much smaller than zero point 0.1 millimeters. Since they are below our eye's limit of resolution, we simply cannot see them with the naked eye. So, how do scientists solve this problem? They use a light microscope. It contains two sets of lenses, the objective lens and the eyepiece. These lenses magnify the tiny object and improve the clarity of the image, making cells visible. Over the years, scientists have also improved three important features of microscopes. First is magnification, which makes the object appear larger. Second is resolution, which makes the image sharper so nearby details can be seen separately. And third is contrast, which makes transparent parts of the cell easier to distinguish. So remember, the naked eye cannot see cells because of its limited resolving power, but a microscope overcomes the limitation by improving magnification, resolution, and contrast. Here is how you frame your perfect exam answer. The student could not see the cells with his unaided eye because the size of the cells is much smaller than the limit of resolution of the human eye, which is zero point 0.1 millimeter. Any object smaller than this or 2 points closer than this appear as a single point to the naked eye. The light microscope solves this problem by using a combination of lenses, that is, objective and eyepiece, to magnify the object, making it appear larger and allowing it to be seen clearly. Over the years, scientists have improved microscopes by enhancing three main features. First, magnification, which means enlarging the appearance of the object. Second, resolution, which means measure of clarity. Third, contrast, which means difference in brightness between various parts. Now let's bring in a little bit of math. Let's move to question 2. based on the practical activity from this section.
During a school practical, Megha observes a slide of an onion peel under a light microscope. She calculates the diameter of a circular field of view to be 4 millimeters. She counts exactly 20 onion cells arranged in a straight line across this diameter. Based on the above information, answer the questions. First, calculate the estimated size of one onion peel cell in micrometers. Second, her teacher mentions that to see the fine details inside a cell at the nanometer scale, they would need a different, more powerful instrument. Name this instrument and state its fundamental difference from a light microscope.
Before solving the question, let's first understand what the examiner is actually testing. The first part checks whether you can apply your practical lab knowledge. Can you use the field of view and the number of cells to estimate the size of a single cell? This tests your calculation and observation skills. Next, the examiner wants to see if you can apply the correct scientific concept. When a light microscope is no longer powerful enough to see very tiny structures, can you identify the instrument that should be used instead? Finally, you should know the fundamental difference between a light microscope and an electron microscope. Not just their names, but why an electron microscope can reveal much finer details. Now, let's identify the clues in the question and map them to the correct biological concepts. The first clue is field of view is 4 mm and 20 cells across. This tells you that the question is about estimating the size of one cell using the field of view method. The second clue is calculate the cell size in micrometers. That should immediately remind you to perform a unit conversion from millimeters to micrometers. The third clue is see fine details at the nanometer scale. This points to the limitation of a light microscope. A light microscope simply cannot resolve structures that small. Finally, the clue name the instrument and its difference tells you to recall the electron microscope and explain how it differs from a light microscope. Once you connect each clue to its biological concept, solving the question becomes much more straightforward. Alright, let's solve this question step by step. The first step is to remember the formula. To estimate the size of one cell, divide the field of view by the number of cells that fit across it. Here, the field of view is 4 millimeters and 20 cells fit across it. So, the size of one cell is 4 divided by 20, which equals 0.2 millimeters. But the question asks for the answer in micrometers. Since 1 millimeter equals 1000 micrometers, multiply 0.2 by 1000. That gives us 200 micrometers. Now let's look at the second part. The teacher wants to observe structures at the nanometer scale. A light microscope cannot resolve objects that small. That's why scientists use an electron microscope. Unlike a light microscope, which uses visible light and glass lenses, an electron microscope uses electron beams and electromagnetic lenses, giving it a much higher resolving power. So, the estimated size of one onion peel cell is 200 micrometers, and the correct instrument for studying nanometer scale structures is the electron microscope. Now, let's write the final answer exactly as you would in the exam. First, calculate the size of one onion peel cell using the formula cell size equals field of view divided by the number of cells. Here, the field of view is 4 millimeters and 20 cells fit across it. So, 4 divided by 20 equals 0.2 millimeters. The question asks for the answer in micrometers. Since 1 millimeter equals 1000 micrometers, multiply 0.2 by 1000. Therefore, the estimated size of one onion peel cell is 200 micrometers. For the second part, the correct instrument is an electron microscope because it can observe structures at the nanometer scale. Unlike a light microscope, which uses visible light and glass lenses, an electron microscope uses electron beams and electromagnetic lenses. This gives it a much higher resolving power, allowing scientists to see much finer details inside cells. So, Your final answer is the estimated cell size is 200 micrometer, and the instrument required is an electron microscope, which uses electron beams instead of visible light to produce much higher resolution images. If you found this explanation helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more easy to understand CBSE science videos. And don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss our latest lessons, exam tips, competency based questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning!